Welcome to Mr. Parsons' first grade open house 2018-2019 presentation. This video is about 10 minutes long, and we'll give you hopefully a few ideas of how I conduct my first grade classroom with some of the different areas that many parents have questions with. So I'll continue on, and we'll see what if you have any questions at the end, feel free to email me, text me on Remind 101, or give me a call or write me a letter. All right. This year, I'm following what I call my 3Bs. It's our school-wide district program and our rules for our school. The three rules are be responsible, be respectful, and be safe. And this year, at some point, we're going to add in a fourth one, which is talking about being positive. We do have a positive action program that we're going to implement this year, and my classroom management will be aligned with those ideas. Each day I have a visual reminder for our students throughout the day. I have 3Bs on the board that represent each one of those rules, and when they keep the 3Bs up on, and we get 20 Bs altogether, as a class, we have a Celebrate Success Hour. This year I've changed it up. In the past, we've just done movie parties, but this year I'm going to do a lot of different variations of celebrations. So we might do a STEM activity and some science experiments. We might do a game time, a game hour where we rotate around in stations and play board games with each other. We may do a movie at some point this year, but it won't be the only option. It'll be maybe one of several options that we do to celebrate our success. Individually, I use punch cards. Your child may be already talking about them. And they fill them up. They get a pick of 3 prizes. They can have lunch with me. They can have a device day where they get a Chromebook in any spare time they have, and they can play various learning games on it. Or they can pick a prize out of my prize box. We really focus on desired behavior in my classroom and throughout the school building, and work hard to positively reinforce the desired behaviors that we would like to see. On the other hand, though, there are times when we have to discuss consequences to poor choices. I follow the school-wide program that promotes the continuity throughout the grades in regards to these consequences. So they always get a verbal warning, and then I call it move 1. That means they clip down on our clip chart. They get 5 minutes of recess walk time. That's their choice. They can walk in a certain area instead of just standing on the wall. Move 2 means they get 10 minutes of recess walk time, where they can walk for 10 minutes. Move 3 means they lose all of their play recess with their friends, but they can do a walk time, or they can stand. It's their choice. I have a stop and think sheet there that needs to be signed home after a third move. This year it may look a little different. It may be what we call a choice sheet, but something will come home, and I will contact you if unfortunately we get to that point where your child moves their clips down 3 times in one day. Hopefully we don't have to pay attention too much to that, and we can just move on with our positive reinforcement. One of my main goals in first grade is for our students to be fluent readers. That's probably the number one goal. And we do this through phonemic awareness, which is our ability to manipulate sounds. And then we work into phonics, which is aligning sounds with letters and letter combinations. We also work a lot on sight word recognition, and that's a really big, important part of first grade that students will need to do. And then we have when they work on those 3 areas, we hope that it makes fluency, which is them reading smoothly, and then that in turn will give them their comprehension, which means they understand what they read. And that's really our ultimate goal as readers in first grade. Reading, we use a McGraw-Hill reading series called Wonders. It's a lot of inquiry-based approach to reading with a lot of nonfiction and informational selections. Math, we use Pearson and Vision 2.0. It's Common Core aligned. We do a lot with productive struggle, where the students have to struggle and then figure out ways to problem solve and collaborate. And they'll hear me say almost every day in math that they need to prove their answer, which allows them to increase their communication and collaboration skills and their critical thinking and problem solving skills. We also will do this year a code and math intervention. All the students in first grade will take part in this. It's added to our daily instruction as part of our grade level intervention time each day. Our code program reinforces phonological awareness and phonics. It will take place three times a week, Monday through Wednesday. Math will reinforce procedural fluency and problem solving skills, and that will take place 2 days a week. And we use this because we found that this is very effective at reinforcing the skills we need in reading and the skills that we need in math for student success. My main goal, other than them, being great problem solvers, big time leaders in the school, and fluent readers, is to communicate clearly with you so you know what's going on each day with your child in my classroom. So I've already sent some Remind 101 texts out. I do letters home. We have all of our grades on Tyler Tech. We do progress reports and report cards. And I send weekly newsletters home on Friday that look something like this, which will tell you as we go on what our goals are for the next week in all the subject areas. For now, I'm putting the specials on, but eventually I'll put our spelling lists on there, and then any important reminders that are coming up for the next week. So I really work hard to make sure that you're clear on what's happening with your student, with your child each day. Homework, I've changed homework up quite a bit this year. They will have their spelling words and sight word lists sent home each Monday, as I've done for a long time. We'll have a pre-test in spelling on Tuesdays and their final test on Fridays. Sight word lists will also come home on Mondays, and then we have those tests on Fridays. That's a 3-second. They have to recognize those words without finger spelling them or sounding them out, and I give them a flashcard test on Friday, and that's the way we do those to help with their sight word recognition. And then they'll have their comprehensive reading assessments on Fridays, which in turn is really a reading test. This year, they will have a choice in reading and math to just pick an assignment in each one. They'll get an assignment sheet that looks something like this, and they'll have choice 1, choice 2, or choice 3. They pick one of the three in English and language arts. Do it. The first two options, I'll have lines on the back of this sheet that they can just do their assignment on the back. If you pick choice 3 with your child, they just have to ask me for that sheet no later than Thursday so they can have it turned in by Friday. In math, it's the same idea. The first two are sort of on your own. You develop, your child will develop the homework page. They'll make up their own. They'll sort of do what the instructions require of them. But the third choice is, if they want to do the third choice, then it's a math homework sheet that I provide in class. And again, they would have to ask for that by no later than Thursday so they could have it turned in the next day. That you just have to initial which one they picked. They can turn them in any time during the week, starting on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and of course they'd have to have it turned in by Friday. So I have a little area here for parent feedback, and then if I need to write some notes or anything to you during the week about their homework, then we'll go from there. But I always have them put this in their bring back on their return to school side of their, what we call their take home folder. That's the school bus one. Tried to give them a little bit of choice this year rather than me telling them what to do for homework, and hoping that it works out a little better for us. So that's our homework. Grades we take in reading, spelling, math, and handwriting. And you can see the ways I take them here. We just do percentages, but if you wanted a letter grade, 70% and above is a satisfactory grade, 69% and below would be below. We do math problem solving, STEAM activities. These are ongoing ideas that I do, hybrid learning stations on Thursdays, and I really work on a leadership theme. So thank you for coming in. Thank you for listening to this or coming to the open house. Please let me know if you're having any issues, and I will work with you. And I know as we work as a team, we can accomplish great things in first grade. Thank you.